Alright, so this is my Son Goku and Pan deck. I've been able to push out like up to 14 damage in a turn 2, so, or I should say in a single turn, right? But I did need 2 energy to apply it, so I went first, played an energy, opponent played an energy type thing. They attacked the basic stuff, and then my turn, 2 energies. I went off with like 3 Senzu beans and an objection, and just all hell broke loose. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. I have a picture of that, the test hands. But let's go to the list right quick. Obviously we got Pan, then we got Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, 1 copy, 4 grade 8 Bardock, 4 Digging Deep Vegeta, 4 Intensifying Power Trunks, 4 Bodyguard Electric, 4 East Supreme Kai, 4 Destructive Champa, 4 Uneasy Alliance Son Goku, Great Saiyaman Town Hero, 0 cost 10k combo of course, but also the fact that he's blue. But with a little more testing, I am thinking of replacing him and putting a yellow Sparking 5 like Jackal, the Ultimate Jackal, whatever he's called, Sparking 5 super combo instead. I just needed more blue, so I ended up putting him in, but then I decided that I was like, didn't need this extra blue because I did get the extra blue from Uneasy Alliance Son Goku. But anyway, went on 4 Mr. Boo the Mischievous, 4 Master Roshi Universe 7 United, 4 Objections, 4 Senzu Bean, and 2 Awakened Warrior Bardock, obviously. I kind of messed up this list a little bit just because I started talking about the super combo. But like I said, the super combo is not needed as much. This card, it turned out to be pretty good. I was like, it's not needed. Like, I'm just trying to fill up the blue slot a little bit because of Objection and Senzu Bean. I'm trying to make sure you want to charge blue more than any other color, but at least 1 red. So at least 1 red and a lot of blue. And at maximum you only need 4 energy, so there's that. I never needed to go any further than that. Plus the way I play this deck, on turn 2 I'm already I'm already at like a 1 or 2 life on average, and I'm awakened, so it's like it just depends. As long as my opponent deals me 2 damage, I go first, play an energy, I end my turn, my opponent plays their turn, and if they deal me 2 damage, I can pretty much go go further beyond with the right hand, because then I use Pan's ability to take 2 life, so that brings me down to 4, and then I will be using like, especially if I have 2 intensifying power trunks, I definitely could take 2 more life, and that brings me down to 2, which allows me to awaken. Once I'm awakened, I use my active main ability to take a life and stand him, Super Saiyan Goku 4 Goku, and you see he's a 15k double strike, so depends how I play him out. Plus, if I use Senzu Bean on him, he'll be a 20k double strike on both attacks, on the first attack and the second attack. So there's all that, and there's attacking Senzu Bean and all that good stuff in combination with Objection. So you're using Senzu Bean and Objection in tandem to create a like a ramping reusability of your energies in a single turn, so you can get out a whole bunch of battle cards and just going in and double striking left and right. Obviously the typical targets for her front side of Pan's front side effect of giving double strike by taking 2 life. Typically I give it to like Legic, or obviously optimally you want to give it to Intensifying Power Trunks, because yes, he gets critical, so he'll be 15k critical with the double strike, so that's double crit right there, which is better because once you deal that damage, your opponent's not adding any cards to the hand, so they have less cards to combo to defend or negate, especially if they get a negate from their life, to stop any other attack. So if you're going with 2 trunks, double striking, because you'll use 1 trunks and Pan ability, use the other trunks for like a Destructive Champa to double strike critically your opponent. That right there's 4 damage. Your opponent can awaken, of course, but at least they didn't get 4 cards plus their awaken, which would have you know, gave them more advantage. So you just didn't make them plus, and then they didn't get no advantage. So typically you want to definitely go double strike with intensify power Trunks. But if you get a Trunks and a Logic, you know, there's that. What you do, obviously, you use the Pan's ability on Trunks, obviously, because he'll be the first one you want to attack with, and then you can chop a Bodyguard Logic and get an extra double strike damage. You will be giving your opponent some cards, but at least you dealt 4 damage prior to. At least you dealt 4 damage. You know, 2 crit and then 2 regular, and then from there try to get some more damage. The fact that if with the right hand you can go up to 14 damage easily, and 12 of them is double strike, while 2 of them is just single strike, which adds up to 15. If those 2 extra attacks were double strikes, it would have been 16. Yeah, it would have been up to 16 damage. 16 damage in a single turn, and that's with this deck. You know what I mean, with this build, right? So that's crazy. And that was just from a test hand. Like, I'm like, damn. I'm getting effects from drawing, obviously, because like, you know, Great Apes are part of the combo, so I'm drawing from his effect. I'm getting cards from her effect. I'm getting cards from Trunks effect, you know, from my life. I'm getting cards from this, you know, again, my life. So a lot of the cards from my life going to my hand, and then drawing, and then, you know, Senzu being like crazy to the point where I used 3 Senzu beans, so they're in the graveyard with 1 objection, and then I had 1 Senzu bean still in my hand, you know what I mean? And then of course dropping for free Awakening Warrior Bardock to, you know, to add an extra 20k double strike. So it's just, there was a lot going on. But yeah, Great Saiyan Man, you can replace that with like Jacko or Beerus, the yellow super combo Beerus, as long as it's Sparking 5 is what I'm recommending. No, sorry, not Sparking 5. Don't go with Sparking 5 route. Go with the, if you have 4 or less life. It's too easy to go 4 or less in this deck, and you don't want to go with the whole Sparking, because there's a higher chance you'll probably overwhelm, or you might not have Sparking 5 to get the draw if you're trying to get the draw. I'm mainly using it mainly just for the 10k boost, but if you want to get the draw, I would recommend the 4 or less one. This is one of those types of decks where, yes, 4 or less I would recommend. Any other deck I would recommend Sparking 5, but for this deck, definitely go 4 or less life for the super combo to get the extra draw, because, you know, extra draw means more combo power for your, because you're gonna have multiple attacks. So that's why like super combo really is nice, because of the multiple attacks. If you were just dropping 1 battle card per turn type of strategy, then super combo is not as necessary. I would rather go Planet M2. As you can see, there's no Planet M2 in here, you know, even though there's some red in here. You see there's no Planet M2. You know, I'm just going with the little blue ramp package right here, Senzu Bean and Objection, you know, package. You know, I got some negates here, you know, some blue negates, you know. Oh yeah, he's a blue negate. Uneasy Alliance Son Goku is a blue negate. He's really good because he can bounce. There was a scenario where I paid 2 blue to just cast him. He's 15k, so it's really nice to cast him so I can attack opponent leader, and then because I summoned them, he has the ability that on the field in general, your battle cards or your opponent's battle card, other than himself, you can choose a cost 3 or less to bounce to the hand. So then I bounced a Bodyguard Ledger to my hand because I already attacked with it, and now I can use it for combo. So then that's 5k combo to his attack. So he was 20k plus. I had a Master Roshi on the field, so I also combo that. Because I was thinking of using to attack and combo with Master Roshi, but then I ended up just casting this guy, bouncing this guy, then attacking with this guy and comboing with Bodyguard Legend, Master Roshi, and I had a 25k attacker. So it all worked itself out. Plus, this is a nice combo. It inherently just worked. Like, again, I was just looking for something blue and something preferably that had a counter deck just to splash it in, because I want to make sure I had enough blue for Senzu Bean Objection. And then it turned out that this actually has pretty good synergy in the deck, especially with Bodyguard Logic, because Bodyguard Logic you pay for free 2 blue energy to play this. This will let you bounce this after you already attack with this first. So you attack with this first, then play this, bounces back to hand, attack with this, combo. Now you got a 20k 2-drop. You know what I mean? So there's a little combo there for you. Obviously, Digging Deep helps you self-awaken. Plus, it can, you know, attack twice. You know, attack, take a life, up to 2 life at that, up to 2 life, but you could take just one, just so you can get the stand, get the 5k boost, so you'll be 20k, and then, you know, attack again. And then if you use Pan's ability, he'll be 15k double strike on the first attack, then stand, he'll be 20k double strike on the second attack. So that's part of why he's in there, obviously. So he could be a finisher if you used him right. Not much else. Everything else is, you know, basically self-explanatory. Play test, so you can, you know, get the hang of certain combos, because the more Senzu beans and objections you get, the better, especially the Senzu beans. You're using 2 energies over and over again to drop a whole bunch of bodies, you know, attackers, you know, get these great apes into play. You only need 2 energy to combo with them, just to get them into play. So that's part of the strategy, is that, you know, and you know, the Champas 1 energy, you know, 1 energy, Trunks 1 energy. It's up to, you know, obviously these are 1 energy. A little side note, something that I know of. These battle cards where you pay and they counterattack, and, you know, and they summon and stuff like that, or just in general, if they have low attack, you want them to at least have 5k power, 1000 power, 10k or higher. 15k is always great. 20k the nuts. 30k is just overkill. But you see how this boo has 4k. Yeah, that sucks. There's times where that 4k sucks, where even if you combo 15k, he's only 19k, he's not 20k, and your opponent can literally, if you're attacking their leader with 19k, they could just combo with 5 power, and that'd be more than enough for them to stop that attack, especially if it's double strike. So you always use a 5k. So when you do combo you know, double strike, so he's 15k, then an extra 5k to make him 20k, your opponent's going to need 10k to block, not just a simple 5k. So that's noteworthy.